Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back. Again, this is Sam's Corner. My name is Sam, bringing you some latest news, sports updates, and some things happening around the world. Well, let's as somebody might be wondering why I'm wearing black today. Um, Apologies, but this black is not for a funeral or a life any life change event. This black is for a different reason, which I will explain later in this video. But quickly, let's run through some of these weekend's actions. First, we started with the MLS. Lionel Messi is back from injury. I think his first game back since June. He scored a brace. Well, that's normal from Lionel Messi. We've got accustomed to, but Ronaldo is still the good though. So welcome back, Messi, to the MLS. The fans missed you scoring a brace, and I think here your very loved ones, including the Inter Miami fans, will be happy going into their games again. Another game in the MLS that was a bit interesting was the LA Clasico, or as this is referred to as the El Trafico. The game between LA Galaxy and LAFC. It was a very interesting game. I think at 2-0 to LAFC, I thought the game was a wrap. But congrats to Galaxy coming back and winning huge, not just coming back. And also I'm happy for Joe Pencil, because that is his team, Joseph Pencil. He's coming back from 2-0 to win 4-2. That was a very good game. I got to see we got to see DC United coming back with a 1-1 draw. Their good form continues, but I think they can do better. I think DC has some pieces there that if they put together, they can really contend for this year's league. Benteke is proving that he's not that old. He still got it. Well, we will head to France, and PSG is still on fire. PSG this season, losing Mbappe, has shown that they haven't lost a beat. Luis Enrique's men are playing very, very well. They are playing very, very well. And not just with the possession on the field, the team in itself looks to really understand each other. The players are playing freely with Dembele, with Barcola, Moani, with Vitinha, and with the Spanish Ruiz in the midfield. They seem to be really transitioning with the life after Mbappe really well. They are playing really well. The passes are Enrique got them really playing as if they didn't even lose Mbappe. And I'm happy for them. They are also banging in goals. They are scoring goals. Almost, it's like 2 goals per match at this point for them. They are really playing well. And in contention for the league, the Uber Eats French Ligue 1 is Marseille as well. I don't know what De Zerbi did, but he has also transitioned Olympic Marseille, Greenwood and Cole, Mope. All those guys are playing well under De Zerbi, and that is surprising why he was let go from the Premiership, because he seems to be proving everybody wrong, that he's still a good coach. It wasn't just a fluke at Brighton, but he's really doing well. Maybe the big team wasn't for him. Maybe. But De Zerbi is also doing wonders with Marseille. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for Marseille. And Greenwood as well. I hope if they can continue like this, it will be a too tight race between them and PSG, and it's going to be very, very, very interesting and fun going to the end. I'm really happy to see how that turns out. And shifting our attention to Italy, where there was a couple of big score margins this weekend, including Napoli also scoring for life after Osimhen. It's pretty good. It's going well. They scored 4-0. AC Milan, the old AC Milan, the one of the Italian giants, seems to be a little awakened. They also scoring 4-0. And another highlight from Serie A is our own Alata boy. Alata boy. Omo Naija. Lukman Ademola seems to be playing on another level from last season. He seems to have just picked it up from where he ended last season, and he is even getting better this season, scoring a very beautiful goal, a very beautiful solo goal, and also providing a very nice assist. I think Atalanta, with their wide or their wing play, is perfect for Ademola. Like, they're able to work the ball from the middle, send it out wide, and those outside wingers, they are very quick, and they also are able to take their players on, beat their players one-on-one, which I think is very suitable for Ademola. Even though they lost a player like Coop Miners, it's still, Atlanta is still not an easy team to just play. They are showing that this year they are also coming, and it's going to be interesting in the Champions League as well. Italy as well. Inter didn't have a good one. I think Inter had a draw. So it's shaping up nicely in the Serie A as well. It's shaping us up nicely. Heading out to the Spanish Premiership, La Liga. The La Liga. Well, both Real Madrid and Barca won, but Madrid is still. I still think they still have another year to get to, right? Because Mbappe and Vinicius are so good. We've seen them in the recent years, how both of them could turn a game on its head by themselves. So both of them on the same team, you would expect a better performance. You'd expect that Madrid will be killing teams off, not just scoring goals of penalties. And I'm not saying penalties are not a way to score goals. Penalties are a part of the game, even though some of them are still soft, in my opinion. And these handballs, the rules still iffy, but at least they won. That is a good thing. If they can keep winning and keep developing understanding among each other, I think Madrid will be a very tough nut to crack, especially when those two are on their game. I believe Real Madrid is going to be dangerous. And Carlos Ancelotti, I've said it again, you could not have asked for a coach to contain these two players than Carlo Ancelotti. I believe he's the man for the job, and I believe if Madrid can get flying again, he can do it. He's the current coach who can manage ego set like that. Aside from Pep Guardiola, maybe Hansi Flick, and Vincent Kompany, coaches Luis Enrique, who are not afraid to make that bold decision. So I believe Carlo Ancelotti can turn it around for Madrid. Madrid is coming, guys. Madrid is coming. I think if those two understand their position, if they get it at interchanging is no issue for them, if they understand that winning the Ballon d'Or is not issue for them, I believe Madrid would do great things this season. It wouldn't even surprise me if they repeat. So kudos to Madrid on winning. Barcelona, man. I knew they were pretty decent coming into the season, but I didn't think they had it in them like that. Hansi Flick has turned the team around, and they are scoring. That's one thing too. If a team is playing good and they are not scoring, it's a problem. But if they are playing well and they are also scoring goals, then it tells you everything about the team. Your output is coming fruitful. Or let me put it this way: what they are working hard, not just on the possessions or not just on playing good football, but also getting the results by scoring a lot of goals, just like PSG is doing. And this weekend they did it again. Lamine Yamal coming into his element after Ronaldo suggesting players who can win Ballon d'Or and not and mentioning his name. You can tell why Ronaldo, who is the goat, will mention your name. So I'm Barca. Shout out to my brother Cosby. Your team is coming up. Your team is coming up. Your team is coming up. Ebenezer, your team is flying this season. I hope they can keep it throughout this. They can keep it out throughout the season and not straight GS, because Madrid, once they catch up, they are not letting the trophy go. So as you are ahead, you might keep it ahead. So Barca coming in through. So it's good. It's good for La Liga when Barca and Madrid are playing well, especially heading into the Clasico. It makes it even juicier. So Hansi Flick, doing your own thing. Keep doing your own thing. I'm happy for you guys. I'm happy for Barca. I'm happy for switching gears. Now I mentioned my goat already, Ronaldo. This weekend wasn't a very good weekend, as they came against a very tough opponent with the likes of Mendy and Firmino. The pastor Roberto Firmino. Pastor was preaching on the field, going against Mahrez, going against Frank Kessie. It was too much to handle for Sadio Mane and Ronaldo and Emerick Laporte. They ended up losing that game. But my man Ronaldo is still scoring goals, though. Still scoring goals. 904 and counting. He's still gonna get the 1,000. Do you think he's gonna score 1,000 goals before he retire? You can drop the comment. You can drop your answer in the comment section. Let me know if you think Ronaldo is gonna hit the 1,000 mark goal. I mean, with the pace that he's going, I don't think he will be starting for Portugal. I think most of the games, he'll be coming off the bench. But if they keep feeding him, if he keeps scoring in the Saudi league like he's doing, I won't be surprised that he will hit the 1,000 mark in a year and a half or 2 years. So, CR2 is aiming for the tag, but he says, hey, he said it, I don't chase the records. The records follow me. So 1 billion followers across all social media platforms this week too. So not just on the field, but he's also killing it in the social media world too. This man is a businessman, man. He's a businessman. I think that's one thing people don't know about CR7, that he's a businessman. All right. Now we head to the English Premier League. I'm happy because United won. Okay, I'm happy. I'm happy we won, but I'm not happy with the way we played, especially the first 15 minutes of the game. To be lackluster, like the game was so slow. Our passing, our transition from the back to the front. Rashford, especially before his goal, he was really lost in the game. Our defense seemed a little bit lost, and I'm happy for Matthias de Ligt for getting the goal, especially having to go through that tough international break. He was even pulled out of one game at halftime. So coming back into the Premiership for him, and coming up with this big statement like that, trying to prove that he's worth the hype and he's worth the position he's been given on the team. For me, I think he played well. He had a couple of blocks before we even scored, and I give Southampton all the props. They are a young team. Most of their players are still young, but the way they played, I believe, to me, I've said it to a couple of friends, I believe that if they had scored that penalty, United would have lost that game. If Onana didn't come up with a save, we lose that game United lose that game, and I believe this black would have been for my United. So shout out to Onana for a great save. Shout out to Onana, great save, great save, great save. And I think he kept us in the game, and he turned it around for us with that save. And I still think that Ten Hag still has a lot to prove to United fans, and for me, he still has a lot to prove to me because I'm still not convinced. Garnacho offers more when he comes on in the game, even if it's for 5 minutes. You could see the impact he has on the game. So why not sit Rashford? The numbers don't lie. Rashford numbers are, and if you look at Rashford, everybody can see his confidence is down. Rashford used to have these 1v1s. He loved these or getting defenders on an island. But now when he receives a ball and there's just one defender in front of him, he hesitates to take him one-on-one, holds it up and then pass it back. I mean, he scored a goal, but I still think Garnacho is the one in form now, and you have to reward him for that. Ahmad also played very well. Ahmad played really well, and I'm happy for Ahmad. He's also taking his chances being given to him. Zeski, his hold-up play was good, but in the first 20 minutes, I think he had only had one touch, and they were not finding him. And so, if he's gonna be the point of play, I think he has to be involved more. So, Ten Hag, trust me, he still needs a lot. He has a lot to prove to me. But all the same, Man United, we won. That is that is the important thing right here. We won, so I think we quite a few hitters. Haaland and Man City 2-1 coming back from a go down, and I think this dude, man, the way he's on already, I won't be surprised if he breaks the Premiership record for a season in terms of goal scoring. Unless barring any injury, the way Haaland is playing, City is a very well-oiled team, and aside all the 115 charges going on, it doesn't seem to affect them on the field. They are just focusing on themselves. Like their coach said this weekend, everybody is innocent until proven guilty. So, Erling Haaland and Manchester City are the team to beat this season. And next week is going to be an interesting game against Arsenal. I'm looking forward to it because I think the only team that can outrightly challenge the title aside from City is Arsenal. That's the only team I feel like can also beat Pep and Man City. So I'm looking forward to next week's game. City Arsenal. It's going to be a very nice game. You wouldn't want to miss it. Talking of Arsenal, they came out of the North London derby beating Tottenham by 1-0 by Gabriel. A very intense, feisty game. And kudos to Arteta for coming out with the 3 points. And I think my bro Kwabi Safo will be happy. I saw you smiling after church today. I think you knew by then that you guys had won. So Arteta is trying to man this mid-title challenge, and I wish you all good luck. But kudos to you guys. That was a very interesting game. Tottenham came to play, especially playing at home. They didn't let their fans down. They were just unlucky. But great game and all. Moving on, Chelsea, the 500-player team. But well, they were able to scrap a win. Jadon Sancho coming on for his debut, getting the assist. Assist. Yeah, right. Well, Chelsea winning, back to winning ways, I guess. But Nicholas Jackson, man. This dude, I've come to see it this way. He's a good player, but he's not a good striker. He's able to get himself into the positions, but he's not able to finish. I believe if Chelsea had if Chelsea can get the most out of him, might be coming out the bench. And if Nkuku stay fit, Nkuku should be starting ahead of Nicholas Jackson, because Nkuku's experience and position up front in front of goal, I think is better. But he's been sidelined for most of the last few years through injury. So that is why Nicholas Jackson is getting a start ahead of him. And so if he could stay healthy, he will be leading the attack. Nkuku will be leading the attack. And I believe with Cole Palmer and those other guys playing behind him, Chelsea will be much better in terms of finishing, and they will be much better. Chelsea still has a defending issue to solve though, because I'm looking at all these players they signed and they rarely signed a defender. And meanwhile, you let Ben Chilwell go. You let some of your defense go. Thiago Silva retiring. You can't rely on Badiashile and these other guys. I saw Fofana had to move right back, and that's where he even played better than when he was in the middle. I think Bournemouth should have scored 2 goals in the first half, at least 2 goals. Semenyo and those other guys, Edmilson, and I believe the penalty miss, just like the United game, is what saved Chelsea. If Bournemouth go ahead in front, it's a lose for Chelsea. But kudos to Sanchez for making that save. And I believe Sanchez and Onana are 2 goalkeepers that have been under fire and criticisms very much this season, even the end of last season, from their fans. So both of them coming up with penalty saves, I think it will do well for their it will do well for them. It will really do well for them. So kudos to Chelsea for winning, for coming on the winning ways. Now before before I continue, guys, the reason why I'm wearing the black is for this reason. Liverpool, man. Oh my God. Having endured these memes from these Liverpool fans laughing at United, and only to go ahead and lose to Nottingham Forest. Hey, before I continue, guys, I want us to watch this.
English Premier League. Liverpool versus viewers, apologize. I'm going.
So, guys, that's the reason why I'm wearing black today. It's for the funeral of Liverpool. And couldn't slaughter. The animal was given to him for the sacrifice, but Liverpool couldn't strike. Liverpool couldn't deliver. Hi, Nana. My brother Nana say, how are you? Hey, Ben, goalkeeper Ben, how are you doing? Nottingham Forest says hello. Well, I've been wanting this for a long time. These people have been mocking us, even though I don't care. Next week they might come back to mock us again. But for now, I will enjoy. The Scousers are down. The Scousers lost. So, oh boy. There's no joy than a team to lose than Liverpool and Man City. But I'll take this one. Well, good luck next time. I wish you good luck in your future endeavors, Liverpool. I think your honeymoon stage is over. Now you are all coming back to reality. You're all coming back to reality. Yeah. Well, thank you to my all my subscribers. I say thank you, and I appreciate you all for pushing this channel up to where it is. Keep subscribing, keep sharing our videos, and keep liking our videos. And I hope to see you all on the next episode. Stay tuned for our upcoming segment by the pitch side. We've got some interesting stories you don't want to miss. Until then, I'll say God bless you all and have a wonderful week. I hope you all stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next episode. Take care.